What's up? My name's Nicola, Ging Man, and I'm here with my friend Vince Metalfoes. And we knew there was an ARG this weekend, and we were like, we should maybe go, but we kind of just wanted to hang out, so we weren't going to go. Then our friend at the University of Richmond was like, you can stay with me for free, so we decided to go, and then he got first, and I got third. And I played Metalfoes, he played ABCs, but this video is going to be on my Metalfoes deck profile. I'll just go into it. It's pretty standard deck list, but I played 3 Volt Flame, and then I played 3 Gold Driver. Then I played 3 Stealing, 3 Silvered, and those are the Metalfoes, and 3 Bizarre. So just 3 of all of them. It's pretty standard. Just what I was made as possible. I didn't run Summer's Art, but I definitely gonna add it. That's the one change I would make to my main deck. Is I would cut Rescue Rabbit for Summer's Art. We'll get into that later. And I just played 3 Bambuku, Kieran. It's pretty standard. Playing special. Played 3 Gofu. It's amazing. A lot of people play 2. I think that you should be playing 3. 3 this staple in case people don't already think that. Just very versatile. Pop your own cards. Then you can fuse with it. Pop your own combination. Fuse with it, and then you can out stuff. Use out force the rest of the game. Destroys back row. Amazing 3-star monster. I made 2 Max C. A lot of people were mini Max C the event, and I think it's like kind of crazy, I guess, because every deck inherently is amazing going first this format, but the problem is going second. That like every deck's so good going first that going second's a huge problem. So there's one of the cards in the whole game that can like really help you going second and makes you can like win the game. And it's also decent going first, so you have to have a good board and you max them. So I think it's like a trap that you can play going second. So I think this card's amazing. It's WP in my deck. I won a lot of games just strictly off this card alone. Because like with the full Metalfoes fusions and like the Mithrilium looping, if you have max them, they can't kill you. It's like they put like opposition where like they don't kill you and you kill them because they can't kill you, or you draw a bunch and then like just kill them anyway. So this is probably the best card in my whole deck. And then I played 1 Rescue Rabbit. This is the worst card in my deck by far. If I had made one change in my deck, I'd cut this for Summoner's Art because I would max out on Metalfoes monsters. There's no reason not to run Summoner's Art in my opinion. Like there were so many hands with this card where I had like Luster, like Eccentric, and like go through this, and it just wasn't good. Like this card was like a monster, like a Metalfoes monster. I could have like won the game. It happened a lot. Like every time I didn't draw a Metalfoes monster in my hand, which happened like somewhat often, surprisingly, it was always this card in my hand. I wish it was Full Flame. My top 4 match, I drew Gofu, Bambuku, Rescue Rabbit, Metalfoes fusion. And if this was a Summer's Art Eccentric, and my opponent opened Kieran, Emptiness, Crystal Wing, if this was a Summer's Art, I think that I could have maybe had a chance to play through the Kieran, Emptiness, and Crystal Wing, but I had this, and then I just couldn't. You know, without Metalfoes, you can't really play. So that's a definite change. It's just a 1-card change, but it's super important. So this was probably the worst card of my deck. It's still cool though, but I don't think it'd make it in the final cut of my deck if I played it again. Then we got Luster. Yeah, I forgot to write this in my deck list, so in top cut I actually couldn't use it, which really sucked. But it's in my deck. So Upstart. I played 39 cards. I don't know. I think with the deck, you want to run as little tech cards as possible because, like, if you draw a Metalfoes spell or trap card going first, you should have 4 cards to work with. You need 4 cards to play. If you draw 3 cards, you can't do anything. So, like, if you draw, like, a Metalfoes spell or trap card and, like, a tech card, like a Dimension Barrier or Strike or something, you can't play because you just have 3 Metalfoes monsters or 3 monsters, and, like, you can't do it. You're, like, pound someone stealing, like, or something. Like, it's just terrible play. Like, you need 4 cards to work with to actually have, like, the actual good boards to play. So I ran as little tech cards as possible, and I ran just 39. Not really anything special tech. I just wanted to draw Bambuku as much as possible, Gofu as much as possible, Kieran as much as possible. So my deck's like pretty standard, but standard on purpose, just because I think that if you draw the Metalfoes, you can do the plays you want to make. You can play through things and do so much. So I just don't really like any tech cards like Dimensional Barrier and stuff. Like Maxi is, I guess, what I played as like my extra cards. Yeah, start. I played 2 MSTs. This is a last second thing I added in. This card's different. It's not really like a tech card because it can help your engine because you can pop this and search a Metalfoes. This card's too versatile. It outs back row, which is what I do the least actually with it. Usually just pop your own combinations, so it's amazing. It's decent going first and second. So this card was really good. It's pretty just versatile. Everything's pretty self-explanatory, so there's not much like really going to. 2 Painful Decision. I played 2 because I feel like it's the same thing. You have to have 4 cards to work with to actually have like the plays. Like if you want just 4 or 5 like pendulum monsters to have like the best plays. So if you open multiples of a card, you're down a card. So if I open like multiples of this, like so I open 2 of this, and I get a Metalfoes trap card, that's just, I only have 3 cards to work with, and then I brick and I lose. So I just wanted to really minimize bricking. Like, the deck's so consistent, and all the cards just like work together, where if you draw 4 playable cards, you can play and you can win. So my goal is to do it every time. So I really didn't want to have multiples. That's why I also ran 2 Pot Desires. I had 3 in, and then Colin Reardon was like, play 2, you're bad. And I was like, okay, so I did that. And then 2 Full Metal Foe. I don't play counter, and I can just explain the standard play I want to make every game like that we're gonna go to. It's pretty straightforward. It's just, I'll explain in a second. And these are my 4. I only ran 4 because I wanted to have as little ones to draw as possible. I want a second combination, but I wasn't really sure because like if you Public Eccentric, you can just Mithrilium, and then like you can just Mithrilium, and then bounce your guy back with Mithrilium, shuffling this in your deck, and then play it again, and then research it and set it. Because like your ending goal is you always want to end with these. You want to end with Mithrilium, Full Metal Foe, and these 3 set every time. And the reason why you want to play 2 is because every time you can just like pop it and then be able to do that play where you get it back. But I played 1 for the event. I might play 2. That may be the only change I make, but I think 1 was fine. I'll go to my extra inside, and then I'll just go into my standard play. This is actually really standard. I have nothing to say. I just want to make a video. So yeah. Anyways, I'll go into my side next. My side deck was 3 Lava Golem. The reason I played 3 Lava Golem was on the way to the event, we went to Ryan Levine's house, and then before I left, he was just like, we're talking about Mermills, so everyone's playing Mermills right now. And our friends Colin's playing Mermills, so we had to be ready for him. He's like, play Lava Golem, and I was just like, why Lava Golem? I'm like, I'll ask you. And he's like, so I'll give him credit for this. He's the one that told me about it. You can special summon this on there, like the Tree Toad or whatever, and blow up through the cards. Then summon Mithrilium. So you can Mithrilium, and then you can bounce it back to your hands, and then you can special summon it again, and then blow up 4 of the monsters if possible. Or you can just do the 2, and you can just talk over it. So this card's just a free clear 2 of their monsters, like the Tree Toad, and then if so, you can do 4 too. I played Mermills once, and I maxed and drew this, and then it just did exactly what I wanted to. Pop those monsters, killed it. So give Ryan credit for that, but this was good. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Then I played 3 Jinzo. I only owned 2. I was borrowing 1 for Paleozoics. And then this was the best card in my side deck because pretty much my entire event was just mirror matches. Like I pretty much played mirrors the entire. I played 1 ABC, and I played like 5 or 6 mirrors, maybe even 7 mirrors. So Maxi and Retaliating Sea are just the best cards. It's just this card is the only card I feel like that's just like Cyclone's good because in the grind game you can banish like their fusion, their combination, and try and win. But this card's just a blowout. It can backfire if you don't have the right setup because they can like clear your stuff and then banish all your stuff. But for the most part, it's insane. Like in my top 8, I opened Maxi and Retaliating Sea in the mirror going third, and I was so thankful, and it was just so unfair. So this card was probably the MVP with Maxi because I played mirrors the whole tournament. 3 system down, different rarities, I suck, but straightforward. Mystical Space Typhoon, just a 3rd. This is for like anti-spell and like back row decks. 2 Decree. The only reason I run 2 Decree is I had a 13 card side deck, and the event was like starting like 5 minutes later, so I just like, okay. What's hard by side, people were like, just add more Paleozoics. I would probably change this for something else. Whatever it be, I'll think about it later, but this is just kind of a filler. And then I'll go into my extra deck. 3 Mithrilium. You need to play 3 Mithrilium, because I make like 4 or 5 Mithrilium sometimes. I can explain the standard play if people don't play Metalfoes. It's pretty straightforward in a second, but you go through 3 like almost every game. Like this is just the fuel. You keep cycling through and getting more cards, and this is the card that makes it all happen. Like popping your own. Usually you just turn 1, you want to play it, and bounce your own thing, reset, bounce. I'll explain some plays in a second, but I need to think 3 because I play more than 3 usually per game. 2 Aura Calc. I think this card's amazing. I make 2 almost every game also, and it's also just really good to like blow up a card and then pierce like Full Metal Foe and then just kill them on the card. These are the cards. This is pretty much like the cards I summon like every single time. Played 2 Alkahest because in the ABC matchup, you just summon Alkahest, and then if they have an out to it, you can just fuse for another one, and then they just can't beat it. And I played 1 ABC. That's it in my top cut. And that's what I did. I won. I run 2. I mean, it comes up to me, I guess. I play 1 Adamante. Just to have the ability to fuse whenever you want, and then if you Alchemist and take one of their monsters, just lets you just like have a monster to fuse with all the time. Like so, I just think it's good. I also you can play it. I played it to beat my opponent's Alchemist once in this weird situation, but Ignister is straightforward. I play Black Rose. Black Rose is pretty neat because it makes it. I guess ABC you can just randomly win. I guess against anything you can randomly win, but especially against ABC if they have anti-spell and stuff, it's like you can Gofu, and then play Stealin, and then you can like, if they don't see it coming, you can just Black Rose their entire field, and then they win for free. Or just like win games you shouldn't win just because you play Black Rose. So it's cool. I didn't summon the tournament, but it comes up before. And Omega straightforward. Vermilion. I'll explain the Vermilion play just for people who don't play Metalfoes. It's pretty straightforward. I'll explain in a second, but it's good. And I just played one of each. I played this because I just feel like it's more versatile than Utopia. First off, I didn't take 2 slots away, but this card can shuffle away Scales. And you only run 3 gold drivers, you're only level 4s, and Rescue Rabbit. So this thing's more versatile than Utopia Lightning. So I just played this, and then I played Void Ogre. And then I'll just explain some straightforward plays. It's actually incredibly standard. I didn't want to have tech cards to win. I just want to have the engine cards consistent as possible, make them consistent, do the same thing every time, and not brick, and then hopefully, if I'm playing well enough, then my engine head-to-head can beat their deck. But I'll explain this play, I'll explain my normal turn 1. They're both pretty standard, people who don't play Metalfoes can explain. But I do this in top 8 to unbrick my hand. So you special one Gofu with no effect. And then summon Gold Driver. We pop whatever. New set combination. And then here, you fuse for this. And then you banish the Gofu. And then you pop this. And then start shooting another scale. And then in this scale, you pop this. And then you set whatever, probably fusion. And then I get Gofu back. And then Gofu can special to get the tokens this time and keep popping stuff. So that's pretty good. And that's how I unbricked my hand in top 8. It's pretty standard play, but I'll go over. Usually, here's the end goal. Like this is pretty much why I run not many tech cards. I just want to open like 4 to 5 playable cards to be able to do this one play. And every time I want to end the game with so you just want to end with like this. A metal monster either on the field or in your hand because from Business Gear. If you want to draw this or not. You want to end every single game. This works. How do I do it? Like this? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to end every game with like this setup, either this in hand or this in the field. Because this way, on their turn, you can just fuse. If you have Business Gear, you can just fuse like this. And you can get this. And then in the combination row, born this. And then the Mithrilium row, born this. And then from here, you pretty much can dictate like whatever you want to do. If you're playing to ABC, you can make Alkahis, and you can like fuse, like blow up a card, like fuse, blow up a card, especially when another monster. You'll take your monster. It's just like way too much. Like if you open this like this setup, it's just too versatile. It's really like it's just versatile setup. You can do whatever you want. You can blow up more cards. You can make more Mithriliums in the mirror. You can just do anything you really want to do, and it's an amazing setup. And then next turn, when you go for your turn, you just pop this, get the other scale, and just kill them. So either like they have to deal with all these cards where they're boring a card, blowing up a card, like stealing a card, and if they don't, then you kill them, and they usually can't. And pretty much my entire goal of the day was just to turbo out this turn 1. It's pretty straightforward because people don't play Metalfoes. This is what I wanted to end with, and my goal of the deck was pretty much just to do this as much as possible. And that's my deck. Pretty straightforward.
All right. That's top 4 duelist Nick Colella from ARG Richmond.
And it's funny because I got third at the last ARG Richmond I played, and then I got first one too. Do you have any other questions? Anything special?
I have nothing to add.
Okay.
Unless you can think of something. All right. This is your champion, Vincent Bellafiore. First place from ARG Richmond 2016. Thanks for watching.